Good morning, everybody. Blessed day, everybody. So, something important just happened to me recently, and I want to tell y'all about everything. But before we start even doing that, I just want y'all to come with me to the gym real quick because we do got to get a workout in. Because why the heck not? Alright. So, let's go. Alright, while I'm taking a break, let me fully explain the premise of today's video. Alright? So recently I went to the special place called MEPS, right? So MEPS is supposed to be this area where people who want to join the military go to get processed, whether they're doing their ASVAB or their physical. Now MEPS stands for Military Entrance Processing Center. I got it right this time. But yeah, that's pretty much what MEPS stands for, right? And I went there like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. I don't think y'all can see from that far. But I went there 2 weeks ago, and surprisingly, it wasn't like how other people said it. Everybody was like, "You're gonna go in, they're gonna be rude to you, they're gonna make it harsh. That's because you're joining the military." Ugh, that's not really how it went. So, like little Snow Whites. I'm kidding, but what pretty much happened is that I went from my campus to the hotel. I drove there, and we just met up with the rest of the with the rest of the high school students that were gonna go or adults that wanted to go, and we went through a couple briefings. Now, me, I'm an introvert, right? Even though I'm joining the military, I'm a very, very big introvert. I like to keep to myself, but if I'm around the right people, I'll be fully extroverted, jumping around, having fun, la di da di, right? So as soon as I got there, I thought, all right, cool. I'm just gonna go on my lonesome, not care about nobody. I'm gonna go to my room. I'm gonna chill until my roommate comes in, right? I didn't have one, but that'll be at a later date, all right? I'll explain that later. But what happened was after the briefing, I went to my original plan. I was like, I'm gonna chill there, not gonna do nothing. It's gonna be peaceful, right? I went to my room. I was gonna be introverted fully, not talk to nobody until the day of, because I wanted to prep myself mentally and physically, right? So when I went up to my room, I was chilling for like an hour or two maybe, and I'm like, man, this is getting boring. Let me go downstairs. Let's see what's happening, right? So I went downstairs, and lo and behold, I ran into this one guy. I don't remember his name, but for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna call him Jaden, right? So I ran into Jaden. I thought, wow, this is some random ass guy. I don't know who he is, what he does, what's going on for real. But then Jaden's like, have you eaten? I'm like, nah, because that night they were serving like high school tacos. It was free food, but I didn't want to partake in that free food, right? But Jaden was just like, Waffle House. I'm like, I've never had Waffle House before, and I've lived in Georgia for a long time, and I haven't had Waffle House before. I haven't had that before. And Jada was like, what? All right, we're going. But let me go and grab something real quick. So he went to go and get his wallet, and we just dipped to Waffle House, right? Obviously, we have to tell them, inform them, blah, blah, but we dipped to Waffle House. So then we get to Waffle House, and I'm like, what's going on? What's the move? We get food, we come back. Now, me and Jaden hitting it off. We just joking and joking. He's like a couple years older than me, so it wasn't expected. But yeah, we just joking, joking, joking. But then we run into a couple people that Jaden knew. And then boom, the rest of the night we're joking around, having fun, laughing. And I wasn't even bored for a second. It just sped through. It was like 10. I was like, oh shoot, now I gotta go to sleep. So I had to ditch him. Unfortunately, Jaden and friends. I apologize if you are watching this video. But yeah, I had to dip and leave. And that was it for that day of. I went to sleep. And then boom, I woke up at like 2 a.m. So I only got like 2, 3 hours of sleep. I was like, what the frick? So then, after that, I had just laid up in bed, snug as a bug in a rug, for real. And I just waited and waited, and then I went downstairs, boom, at like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is the time I went downstairs, and that was about it for that day leading up. We all sat around, and boom, I meet a new person, right? We're all sitting at a table, I meet a new person. We just joking, having fun. He's explaining that, oh, he's going to the Marines. Then I meet this other girl. She's like, oh, I'm going to the Navy. I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm going to try and go to the Navy too. And God willing, I will make it in. But yeah, I'm trying to go to the Navy too. All right, what's going on? So she explains her stuff. I explain my stuff. We get it off. We're cool. We're chatting, we're talking. Everything's dandy, right? But then danger strikes. I'm kidding, not danger. But then we have to leave the hotel, so we have to check out. And I'm like, oh shoot, what do I do? My car is still in the lot. But they're like, all right, you just leave it behind the gate, you'll be all set to go. So I did that, we left, and we just started heading towards MEPS. Y'all really thought I was gonna finish it here? We still got a whole workout to do. All right, chill out for a second. We'll get back to it though. We will.
Hi guys, y'all should totally follow me and let me know if y'all want to see some workout content from me too. My YouTube is Life of Toomey. Shut up. My YouTube is Life of Toomey. My Instagram is Toomaloom.
Disregard like half of the junk she just said. Fully finished, fully done. So I'm gonna finish filling y'all in on my MEPS experience in just a second, cause your man's needs a little cool down time. So give me 1 second. For me, it's gonna be like 30 minutes, but for y'all, it's gonna be like that. Like what? Like what you mean? Like what you mean? Like. So I just got done with my workout, and let me finish off what I was stating about my MEPS experience, right? So we left from MEPS, we got to the actual processing center. Let me just put you up here. That's easier. So finish our workout, and we are now in my vehicle. Yes, 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 yes. But to finish off my MEPS experience, right? So after we had left from MEPS, we then got there. And let me tell you, they were right when they said, be prepared to have a long day. Because as soon as we got out there, we had to then sit in the hall and then wait. And then after waiting, we had to wait some more. And after waiting, we had to wait some more and some more. So it takes a long time. But we pretty much went through a couple of things. We went some briefings, and we did physicals. They took blood from us. We had an eye exam. They did our depth perception, things of that nature. Then we did a piss test. Yeah. Don't do drugs, kids. Like, you remember those dogs that used to come in the 90s? Don't do drugs, kids. Like, don't do drugs. It's not even good for you, and it's going to mess you up during the system. As well as don't drink the night before, or if you're underage, don't drink at all. Don't do it. Don't drink at all. But yeah, so if you're like planning on doing like, oh, I'm at MEPS party, like in your hotel, don't do it. It's not worth it. You will get disqualified. But yeah, after the piss test, before we even did that, we did a breathalyzer test. That was my first time doing a breathalyzer. I'm a good boy, but the first time doing a breathalyzer, and it was mad weird because we all went in like a line. Obviously, they give us our own like little nozzles to blow into. But yeah, it was kind of a cool experience. I got to experience new things. It was actually my third time doing a piss test because like for other jobs I had to do some. But yeah, it was cool. After the piss test, we did physical exam. So yeah, height, weight. If you're in the Navy, I only know about the Navy because I'm going into the Navy. But if you are in the Navy, they also do tape. So for me, I'm 5'10", but I weigh 203, right? But as y'all saw in the gym, I'm getting after it. So that when they did the tape, they're like, all right, you're good for the physical. And then went into the physical. They did ear, eye, mouth exam, and then for the guys, y'all already know. And if you don't know, you will trust. But and then for the girls, the same physical. Pretty much, y'all had to do like duck walks. Y'all had to like move your wrists around to make sure like you had straight mobility in all your digits and things of that nature. Um, Girls are in underwear, so no sports bras, and granny panties. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then guys, no restrictive pants. So no like compression shorts, none of that nature. Just regular boxer briefs are good. Um, but yeah, overall my experience was pretty good. Except from when I got to the job selection part. The job selection part was pretty hard for me, especially for the fact that like after you do the ASVAB, that pretty much determines what jobs you can do. But I scored pretty high. If y'all want to know my score, I'll reveal it. Not this video because y'all don't really gotta know for real. But if y'all really want to know my score, I will definitely reveal it to y'all later down the line. But the jobs were very difficult for me in the sense of like, since I scored high, I needed intel to get back to me. So I'm waiting on those to get back to me, and then I'll be able to actually get my proper classification. When I get that, I'll know how long I'm going to A school for, how long I'm going to be in the Navy for, things of such nature. But I am going to be in there for 4 to 6 years, at least to start off. I might end up loving the Navy, and extend my contract, but for now, it's 4 to 6 years. Like, before, I never thought I'd be joining the military at all. I thought it was just not for me. But now look at me. I'm already like partially through the process. But yeah, that was my MEP experience, guys. It was a pretty fun experience. I got to do a couple of things. I got to learn a couple of things. Um, Overall, I just want y'all to know, if you're an introvert, put yourself out there that day at the hotel, because if you don't, you will regret it. On the sense of like, I'm a very introverted person, like I said earlier. But since I put myself out there, I met a bunch of new people. I made jokes, I laughed, I played around, and that made the experience fun. It's always going to be what you make of it. If you don't make the experience fun, it's not going to be fun for you. So I just suggest put yourself out there, enjoy new experiences, and keep on watching, guys. Because like this channel isn't just going to be about Navy. It's not going to be just straight military. As the title states, as my channel states, a day in a life. So yeah, side, my name's Ade. It's been a wonderful day enjoying videos with y'all, just explaining my life. Peace.